Hey, if you want to learn how to play some rhythm guitar, I'm going to do my best to teach some rhythm guitar for the very first time. I'm going to try to take you from basic, like just heard about bluegrass and started playing it, rhythm, to Tony Rice, if I can do that. So, if you want to learn how to do that, come on. Okay, so step one of doing this rhythm is a strumming pattern. The one I chose to show you guys is down, down, up, down, down. Here's how it goes. Okay, that strumming pattern will sort of get you in the door to be able to play bluegrass, and if you went to a jam, you could play along with a few songs. So, to add to that, to make it better and smoother and everything, all you would change is, instead of the first down being a strum, it's a pick. You're plucking the note. So it's all the same. It starts with the pluck, ends with the pluck and the downstroke. So what that would sound like is this. Okay, now I'll show you the basic boom chuck traditional bluegrass rhythm. All you're doing is downstrokes. There's plucked notes and there's downstroke, like the strums, so down the full strum of the chords. So what that sounds like is this. Okay, now this is what I call an upgraded boom chuck, and you could call it a boom chucka rhythm. It's all you're doing is just adding an upstroke at the end of that boom chuck rhythm to make it more full, and it feels like it flows better with your hand too, at least for me. So check this out. Okay, here's an upgraded boom chucka rhythm with the walking bass lines. This would be the next step for me on my list. Here's what that sounds like. Okay, now here moving on to a more Tony Rice style rhythm approach. He does a lot of accents in his. It's really a lot of upstrokes. It's little upstrokes in places where it just makes the rhythm kind of ping out and has more of a brighter sound to it almost. So what I'm talking about is he goes like this, and you just take that sort of step number 2 where you just, instead of doing the full strum, and you take that plucked note right there. So you do that, but you go like this, and you kind of give a little extra oomph on the upstroke. So it's like, you would call it like an accent. You're accenting that note, making it more prominent in the actual rhythm sound. So what that sounds like going from G to C to D sounds like this. Okay, so now you've got that kind of accented rhythm. You're kind of merging number 2 on the list, and which is the adding the pick instead of a strum when you first start, and you're kind of adding the accents. Now this is going to go into way more, way harder, and a lot more practice is needed to do this kind of thing. And forgive me if I mess up. It's hard to play slow, if that makes any sense. So what I'm talking about is Tony Rice uses a lot of cross-picking in his rhythm. And also, his cross-picking is a lot different than what everybody else seems to do, at least from what I've seen. He uses a lot of downstrokes where he's pushing through, and a lot of people will go alternate pick it. I do a mix of both, so I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about and explain it the best that I can. So here's what that sounds like. Okay, so that's an example of Tony Rice rhythm to my ability. I'm going to show you one more little thing that you can work on once you get all of that smoothly and it feels mostly effortless. There's little licks that you can add in to the rhythm playing, like actual, picked little solo bits. So check this out. Alright, I hope that helped somebody out there to get their rhythm playing going a little more. Like I said, I'm very limited on musical terms, but I know what I'm trying to say, and I think people will too. It's not that hard. It's more about listening and watching, and it's really great with YouTube now how you can slow videos down and you can zoom in on them. So that's what I got to do a lot of the time, and especially with those old Tony Rice videos, the old standard definition kind of videos where they get grainy when you zoom in on them, but you got to do what you got to do if you want to learn it. So anyway, thank you for watching, and subscribe if you would to the YouTube channel, and I'm sure this will be going on TikTok and Instagram too, so follow me there. Everything's linked in my account, so thank you guys.